Hey, what's up guys? This is GTR Starcraft and I'm going to be casting a 2v2 on the map Scorched Haven here. We have HTKxDEATH, which is my buddy, as the blue Protoss on the top left, myself as HTKxALPHA as the red Terran on the bottom left, and then we have Devoured here as a teal Zerg on the top right, and his buddy here, Lars, as the purple Terran on the bottom right. So, let me give you a little bit of information on Scorched Haven here. You do see the two we do have two little expansions next to each of the players' base here. So expansions are easily can be easily defended, especially when you have a player here and a player here. Usually, a lot of players like to put their armies here. A lot of defense here, because if you notice that these two ramps right here, you can kind of make somewhat of a wall for any race, except for Zerg, I guess. You do see you also have the two Xel'Naga towers here on each side on the top and the bottom of the map here. You also have the two high yield expansions in the middle. Usually people don't go for this stuff on this map, because a lot of the armies like to march through here because it's faster from one side to the other on the map. It's really risky to get high yields. That's only unless if this player has completely walled off and you're doing okay and you feel that you need to expand for high yield. Just make sure you have a lot of defense, well placed, defense, like for Terrans, planetary fortresses, or Protoss cannons, or all kinds of stuff. That's pretty much it, though. I mean, that's pretty much the map in a nutshell. So, anyways, you can see I am going for a wall off. I actually do not have a complete wall off. Probably going to be lifting up that barracks to kind of secure the wall. Because I do notice Zerg, whenever you really see Zerg playing against you, you kind of, Terrans, they tend to do this. They don't want any Zerglings coming into their base and harassing their economy or something. Same with my buddy here. He did kind of wall off. He is putting that probe there. If you notice, there's a little entrance right here. What you're probably going to see my friend do is put a Zealot right there. As you can see, he is putting the Zealot right there. You can tell right there. What he's going to be doing is keeping that Zealot there, so when the Zerglings do come, they have a little tiny bottleneck that the Zealot will actually start slicing through all the Zerglings. Not to mention, he's going to be pumping out a little bit more. He's getting a Cybernetics core out. We're probably going to see just a few Stalkers. I am getting two barracks, just a tech lab. So just probably going to be seeing a little bit of a Reaper rush from me. The purple Terran, however, does have two barracks already up. My buddy here did scout the Terran base. He unfortunately was walled in, so he couldn't do anything, but he does know that the Terran player does not have any Vespene geysers, no refineries, so we're not going to be seeing any Reaper or any rush anytime soon. He is getting heavy barracks built. He is going to be getting a third barracks now. We're seeing a couple Marines. We're going to be seeing more Marines on the way. And then as we see the teal Zerg up here. She has a queen. Spawning pool is getting metabolic boost. Excuse me. Couple Zerglings. We're probably going to be seeing a really early push from both players. Usually on a map like this, it's very common because of since mine and my friend's base here is kind of separated. We're probably going to be seeing one push from both these players onto one of our bases. I, however, do have a Reaper. Going to be building more Reapers. I do have a rally point set for my barracks, though, to rally over here basically. And we do notice my friend here is going to scout these Marines. He does have a rally point set for his Marines. He's going to put his Marines right there. We are going to definitely see an early push from the purple player, and possibly and the teal player here. My friend is making sure I know that there is somewhat of a little rush army here, so I really don't have much to defend against that. I am pumping out a lot of Reapers, however. Scantipede. I have a Scantipede, however, blocking off a little bit of the entrance. Anyway, he is going to be pushing into my base. I have absolutely nothing to defend. I set my rally point for my Reapers. They're continuing to come over here. I'm going to be definitely doing a Reaper rush on the Terran player. So as you can see, the Zerg player is going to rush into my economy. Cannot do anything right now. I'm just going to have to lift off the base. My base is very much going to get destroyed. I, however, am going into the purple player's base and going to be doing a lot of harassment and stuff. And As you can see, the Terran player is going to be lifting off his barracks. An eye for an eye, basically. He cannot mine anything right now. He did save some SUVs, however. I didn't save any SUVs, unfortunately. So he's going to be lifting off his base. My Reapers are doing a lot of harassment right now to his base here. Going to try and take out these supply depots, so he's going to have to rebuild a lot of supply depots in order to get back into this game. An eye for an eye still, basically. Zerg and Terran player did destroy my base. The only two LV players on this map are my friend HTKxDEATH and Devoured. As we can see, he's still popping at just a lot of Zerglings right now. He's seeming very confident about rushing, you know, continuing to do a lot of harassment with these Zerglings. However, my friend is getting 2 Stargates up. He's going straight for Void Rays. I mean, we're probably going to be seeing some Void Rays. Void Rays are very powerful, very powerful against the Zerg. He does have cannons up too, so pretty much whatever comes up this ramp is going to get just incinerated by these photon cannons. I mean, plasma and whatever. So major wall in from my friend here. He does not want any of these Marines or Zerglings to come in. We did miss a little bit of a Reaper rush. I did destroy a little bit of the Zerg player's economy, and he did have a spine crawler right here. I did destroy that, but it wasn't enough to kill for these 2 queens and this extra spine crawler, and he did have his Zerglings too. So I am still making sure that this Terran player cannot land his command center and mine anything else right now. He does have his small little army here, kind of away from his base. So I'm still keeping my Reapers hidden right down there. So as soon as he lands his command center, I'm going to be able to take out some more, like the rest of his 5 SUVs. He's still choosing not to land. He does have quite a few gas and minerals, so we're going to be seeing probably going to be seeing a little bit more Marines. He does have enough room to build a couple more Marines. However, he is going straight for. So it looks like, oh, you did notice I did have my Reapers. So what he did was he garrisoned his SUVs again. So couldn't kill any Reapers, unfortunately. He does have enough Marines to deal with this, so I'm going to notice that, and then I'm just going to have to back away and an ungrateful retreat. So. And then, not to mention, these Zerglings are a little bit faster than my Reapers. I'm probably going to lose my Reapers, unfortunately. I do notice he's getting a Spine Crawler. Can't do any damage because of these 2 queens and this extra Spine Crawler. Then my Reaper's probably going to die with these Zerglings, because the Zerglings are a little bit faster than my Reaper, unfortunately. So, Terran player is rebuilding. I am rebuilding, however. I did put a supply drop on the supply depot. I really cannot... Right now, I'm just too busy trying to worry about getting my economy up and my army back up. Really not in a good situation right now. However, my friend is doing really good. Does have 3 Void Rays out. He is getting a fleet beacon. We're probably going to be seeing a mothership sometime later in this game. A robotics facility is going up too. Still sticking with a heavy defense here. So he does still notice that the Zerg player is just pumping out a lot of Zerglings. He does have a Spire up, however, and a Hydralisk Den. He is getting a Hydralisk Den now. We're probably going to be seeing a few. Yep, we are just going to see some Mutalisks now. Excuse me. And he is putting down an Evolution Chamber as well. So, Zerg player is teching out right now. Sticking with just teching right now. He does have a lot of Lings though. However, I do not think any of them notice I do have this. They don't notice I have any expansion right here, as you can tell. The only thing that they can see are just these 4 cannons. They have no idea that my friend is doing Void Rays. So we're sitting in a pretty good position right now. So he is hiding his Void Rays up here just to make sure that that the Zerg player or Terran player cannot see these Void Rays. He's not going to see them, which is very good for us. They have no idea that my friend is building Void Rays. They don't know what he's doing inside there. So we technically have the advantage because my friend does have two tier units up, and we're probably going to be seeing somewhat of an expansion of an early harassment. My friend to the Zerg players. A lot of Lings going to be hitting these Marines. These Marines are going to notice. These Marines are going to get surrounded by the Zerglings. I do have a bunker up full of 4 Marines. I'm still continuously pumping out more Marines. These Zerglings are killed my entire Marine army. However, I do have this bunker full of Marines, and these SUVs are going to repair this bunker. So I still have my economy, which is definitely a great thing. However, I lost a lot of my Marines to that Zerg push. My friend, however, did push out. He is doing a lot of harassment right now. He just destroyed the Spire. He's going to kill the rest of these Realisks. They are charged up, so he's going to go straight for this Hydralisk Den. And the Zerg player is going to lose both of his tech buildings. His Hydralisk Den and his Spire did go down. Gonna try and go for these queens, the economy, but then, however, the Terran player is going to be pumping out a lot of Marines. We're sending Marines over to kill these Void Rays. My friend's losing a lot of void rays. He's just lost 2 void rays already. He's going to be losing a 3rd void ray now. And the 4th void ray is going to go down. And it's just not looking good. Melisks are out now. And very good play from the blue player. Did destroy these 2 buildings. However, the Zerg player was able to pump out these Hydralisks before the Hydralisk was destroyed. So, Terran player is a little bit struggling right now. He only stands with just like 12, 13 Marines. His economy, he is rebuilding. We do not see any refineries still being mined. So he's basically sticking just like how I'm sticking with. I do not have any refineries up. I am just massing out Marines because I did notice that he did have a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Hydras. So I'm just sticking with Marines right now. Marines are very, very good against Zerglings. Not too good when they have metabolic boost though, but they're still a pretty powerful tier 1 unit. And the only thing I really have to spend right now are just off these 3 barracks, because I cannot afford to build a factory right now. I have no gas. I'm struggling with minerals right now. I even put 2 supply drops on these supply depots because I'm just mainly sticking with trying to build up a defense here to rebuild my economy. My friend, however, is doing very good. He does have the slight advantage. He's getting a 2nd base up now. As you can see, the Zerg player is still running off of 1 base, is getting a 2nd base down right now. Terran player still sticking with 1 base. Still no refinery. Same with me. I'm basically right alongside the Terran player. I do have a slight advantage though. I have a couple more Marines. I think I have a little bit more SUVs. No, I'm wrong. The purple player does have a little bit more SUVs. And he's basically sitting the same amount of Marines as I am too. But we're probably going to be seeing, we're going to be seeing a 3rd bunker go up. These bunkers aren't going to get garrisoned yet. Just this one still, mainly for defense, because I don't want to keep my Marines in these bunkers. Because the Zerg player can come over here and basically snipe out these back buildings over here. A couple more supply depots going to go down. I just called in a mule. We do see the Terran player. He does have a couple Marines out here. Surprisingly, the Scanopedes survived that attack. So amazing. Terran player does have his Marines over here. It's basically just trying to keep me little contained. Does have a Marine up here to make sure I don't expand. Anyways, my friend here, HTKxDEATH, he does have a lot of void rays. He's just pumping out a lot of void rays, getting phoenixes in there too. So we're going to be seeing phoenixes. No mothership just yet. Motherships are really expensive right now, especially in a position that my friend is sitting in. He does have a 2nd base up. He's doing really good with minerals. He's just making sure he has a lot of void rays before he gets his mothership. Really, you don't want to get a mothership early in the game because you want to make sure you have at least a lot of units to get a mothership. Because the mothership it's a very powerful unit, but you need to make sure you have supporting units to support your mothership. Your mothership is able to cloak. Your mothership is able to cloak other units. I'm sorry. Your mothership is not able to cloak. It's able to cloak other units. It's able to use abilities to use. You can basically call in other units, and you can use what's the term I'm looking for? You can basically warp the enemy's units into a black hole. I can't get the word out. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a push here now. So Marines coming out. As I noticed, his void rays are over here. His void rays are mainly just scouting to see if there are any something like that. You can tell any of those kind of scouts. He's probably gonna go over here and kill this Marine too. I am getting a 2nd expansion down. Unfortunately, it is going to be off of here. I did get it off my friend's expansion here. So my friend had to expand back here. So it was pretty good for him that he did have this expansion back here. Do have a lot of Marines. His void rays are still doing a little bit more scouting. We're probably going to be seeing his void rays push out onto the Terran player here. However, the Terran player does have quite a few Marines in his base, so his void rays will not be just as powerful against these Marines, because Marines and void rays are Marines are have a little bit more, just because they come in mass. They're a lot more they can kill void rays easier, is what I can say. Void rays, however, can be charged up and they can kill a lot of Marines. Void rays are a little more powerful to kill tier 2 or 3 units, but Marines are basically like mass units, and as we're gonna see right here, he's not gonna be so lucky. He doesn't get the charge up, unfortunately. These Marines are just going to slaughter the rest of his void rays. He's going to have to back up. He's losing his void rays like crazy, and we're going to see him back out. This turret was created. I am pushing out, however. I do wind up killing 2 of these, 2 of the queens right here. I do notice he is having his Hydras. Bad position, really bad position for his Hydras. You can see not a good position right now. My Marines are just going to slaughter the rest of these Hydras. going to continue destroying this expansion. He's sending out his Hydras again. He does have good positioning this time. I'm going to back up just a little bit more. As you can see, his Hydras have a little bit more of a range than